is Demari, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the sign of Aquarius. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this week's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now when it comes to the spread, I'll be putting one card from each of the 3 oracle decks I have here. So we'll start off by getting the key theme using the Quantum Oracle, some divine guidance using the Work Your Light deck, and some angel messages using the Angel Answers. When it comes to the tarot, I'll be pulling from the Intuitive and clarifying with the Rider-Waite deck. So, Aquarius, let's see what's in store for you for the week of the 1st to the 7th of March 2021. So just while I'm shuffling your cards, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. Don't forget that I will be streaming on Twitch again, so do follow me over there to be a part of the live discussions and tarot readings. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. So Aquarius, the card you have from the Quantum Oracle this week is Loss in Reverse. Okay. Honestly, because as many of you know, I read intuitively, the first thing, what I got initially off the bat, like straight off the bat, is you cannot lose what was always meant for you. And you can't lose what wasn't destined to be yours in the first place. Okay? So if there's something that you're afraid of slipping through your fingers, if you're afraid that you'll have to let go of something, or you'd be the one let go of, know that if it's meant to be, it will be. You cannot lose what is destined for you, okay? What is truly aligned to you. Okay? So that's what I'm getting for this for you, okay? Because there's definitely some fears around losing your grip of something, or having to let go of something or someone, or feeling like you would be the one that was let go of. But again, if it's meant to be, you'll never lose it. Even if you temporarily lose it for a time, it'll always make a return, okay? If it's meant to be. So, okay. So let's continue then, see what is the advice. Okay, that came out pretty quickly. Yeah, amazing. So you have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Okay, amazing. So there may have been a lot of attachment issues that you've been experiencing. Maybe perhaps you've seen certain patterns repeating over and over, generation to generation, where people stay in situations that they know isn't serving them, that isn't healthy for them, but just out of convenience or out of tradition, right? But I feel like you're being encouraged to go against the grain. You're being encouraged to do things differently, okay? To not let your fears stop you from breaking out of certain cycles, to release yourself from certain self-imposed bonds, right? Certain entanglements that you found yourself in for some time. It's time to free yourself in one way or another, and know that nothing that's truly meant for you can be lost, okay? As I was saying. So don't latch on out of fear and attachment or codependency or abandonment issues, you know. Give things room to breathe, trust. And doing things from a space of knowing and love is how you break these cycles. Okay. So let's go over to the Angel Answers deck now. See what wants to come through for you. So what is it that Aquarius needs to know? So it's funny, you got the same card that I think it was Gemini. Yeah, Gemini got this as well as one of their cards. You have a peaceful resolution. Okay. So for me, I feel like in this instance, this is almost like a win-win situation, okay, that's coming to unfold. And I feel like for a lot of you, it is in regards to a certain connection. Could be within a family situation, okay, the dynamics of the family. But it can also be in a relationship as well, okay? That if you have been through a really rocky time with a partner or a family member or several family members, there is a way to bring about a peaceful resolution. That, you know, conflict resolution is coming into play here, but it does require you to do things differently. If you repeat the same cycles as everyone else, exhibit the same thought processes, behaviors, right, hold the same beliefs, not so much. But if you do things differently, recognize where perhaps you need to loosen your grip, have more faith, show more unconditional love in the situation, allow yourself and others to have a certain sense of freedom, that's when you'll see a peaceful resolution can be brought into play. Amazing. So let's go to the tarot messages now and see what else we can uncover here with regards to whatever situation is playing out for you at this time. Okay. But I do see definitely a need to really contemplate this, Aquarius, because you're having a hard time with letting go, okay? Loosening your grip on a situation. That's what I'm getting. For those of you who I'm picking up on, that is, if this doesn't resonate with you on any level, and if you're really honest with yourself, you'll know whether it does or not. And check out your other placements, okay? As I said in the beginning, you can watch your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus, okay? Not all readings will resonate for you. Okay. So the first card out is Two of Swords. Air energy, your energy, along with Gemini and Libra. So decisions, okay. It's like you have a choice here. That's a good thing about this energy, right? That even though it can be like, it's somewhat intimidating for some people, like, oh, I have to make a choice. Yeah, no, you have choices. That's a good thing. Again, exercising a certain level of freedom. Something that generally you guys appreciate, right? You guys are the rebellious sign. You guys are the revolutionary. You think of things outside of the box. So you like having a certain sense of freedom. But obviously, when it comes to something that's very close to your heart, that can be a little bit more challenging, right? But there is a need to make a decision here, you know. Choose a path where you can do things differently, okay? And letting your intuition and your heart space guide you, not your fears, on making this choice on whether to let something go entirely or at least loosen your grip on a situation. The next card is the Knight of Wands. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you could have strong fire placements or be dealing with a fire sign. But I feel like, yeah, there is a desire to progress, to move forward, right? You may want to travel, you know, you may want to change your environment. You may want to take a passionate leap forward towards something that really lights you up inside, something that really allows you to break free from convention or, you know, certain situations that just keep repeating themselves, right? I see you wanting to just power up and break free from something. But at the same time, there is a fear of letting go or being let go of if you choose to break out of a situation in some shape or form, doing something differently. Again, going against the grain in some way. We'll have to look at that more when we clarify. But I definitely see you wanting to passionately go towards something new and exciting and doing things differently in a way you've never done before. And completely abandon your fear. But it still creeps up, you know, and keeps you kind of needing to make a decision, right? But I do see there is a change here. Okay. Next card out is the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, again, I feel like you have been at odds with someone specific, either a specific family member, even a partner, a romantic partner, Possibly even yourself, right? Because we do see those two sides of, you know, not wanting to go against the grain and lose something, but at the same time wanting that freedom and trying something new, right? But I feel like this is being resolved one way or another. Like I said, either, you know, loosening your grip on a situation and having faith that it'll work out, or just taking off in a completely new direction and seeing where life takes you, right? But either way, there is going to be some kind of resolution here, so we'll see. Next card out is the Eight of Swords, some more air energy. Yeah, this is you being stuck in place, overthinking things, not wanting to make a decision. So I feel like perhaps you already know what the answer is to the situation, but you're afraid to even admit it to yourself, let alone vocalize it to whoever needs to be made aware of it, right? So I get like more of a feeling of like not wanting to see, rather than not being able to see, not wanting to see, not wanting to vocalize, not wanting to accept, because that means in some way or another, one shape or form, letting go, releasing your grip, releasing a situation, breaking out of a situation, right? One way or another. Even, like I said, even if it just means breaking out of your own patterns, right? But there's a fear against doing that in some way. Or overthinking it. But what if this goes wrong? And what if that goes wrong? And what if this goes wrong? Yeah, overthinking it. So it could be more overthinking of all the things that could go wrong rather than being afraid of it. Because it's something that you feel is a risk, something you haven't done before, at least in this way of doing things, right? Okay. The next card is the Ace of Pentacles. So a beautiful opportunity here. This is an opportunity to create something out of nothing, is what I'm getting. Like, create something completely out of nothing, something completely new, a new experience altogether, right? But something that has the ability to go the distance, something that can bring a real sense of stability into your situation, into your environment, into your life overall. Something that you never anticipated, something that allows you to do things in a totally new and profound way, that allows you to create a life you never even imagined you could create. So this is significant. Whatever this is, especially with this being in the center of your spirit, it's something significant, and it's tied into something you're increasingly becoming more and more impassioned by. Okay, let's keep going. And then the last card, you have the Fool, Aries energy. So you could have Aries in your chart, right? Or be dealing with an Aries. So it's like, yeah, I feel like you are wanting to take this new step forward. You're wanting to start afresh. You want to start with a completely renewed energy. You want to start with a fresh pair of eyes, right? So again, I get this sense of a tug of war that's taking place within you. Part of you wanting to fall back into the old paradigm and stay in the familiar energies and environments and around people that you've always known and doing things in the way you've always done things. But another part of you that longs for adventure, for excitement, for passion, for creativity, for, exploration, inner exploration and outer exploration. Wanting that sense of freedom, not wanting to be overburdened by the things that normally hold you back. I feel like that dog in this situation represents the things that are always pulling you back, that always hold you back. And this is you gaining determination to move forward regardless, right? Packing as lightly as you can so you have ultimate freedom. So nothing really derails you or stops you from taking this leap forward. Amazing. All right, let's clarify then. I'm curious about this. This is getting juicy. Okay, so there is definitely a change of energy here, Aquarius. It's like you're really getting a spring in your step again. There's something you're gaining confidence in. And I think it's like a new approach, a new way of doing things. Right? Looking at things from a different perspective as well. And it's like there's something that's come in that's given you an opportunity to break out of these cycles, these habits, right? These environments that you've always found yourself in. To explore new lands, possibly travel. And perhaps you've always wanted to travel, but you've always had reasons that stopped you from doing so. Or excuses, possibly. But not anymore. It's like you're even growing weary of the old excuses, right? I mean, it's going to be different for everyone, so just take it how it resonates for you specifically. If this reading does. If not, you can check out your other placements. Okay. Okay, that's too much. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised that came out. Alright, let's get into it. Just tidy up a little bit. Okay. So, clarifying the Two of Swords. You have the Moon card, Pisces, Cancer energy, and the Judgment, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Wow. So, again, it's like, do you want to keep turning a blind eye to what you already intuitively know? Or do you want to finalize the decision and move forward? Come out of this linear way of thinking, you know, that keeps you caged, right? And really break out and explore your inner and outer freedoms, okay? So this is very profound, and that's what I'm getting clearly. It's like, what will you choose, you know? Because depending which you choose will dictate what happens next. So you can either take the plunge, or you can keep turning a blind eye to what, if you're intuitively already feeling, is like you're being called to do. Okay. So for me, in this case, and bearing in mind I read intuitively, okay, I may have already said this, but I have to keep reminding people of this because they don't always get it. But I feel like it's not about you being confused. It's not about something being kind of unknown. Sure, like taking a new path, you're not going to necessarily know what lies, you know, beyond the horizon. But I feel like this is more about choosing to turn a blind eye and remain in the same cycle, the same paradigm, and keep yourself in the dark, turning a blind eye to what you know is the truth, or expressing your truth, speaking your truth, you know, being prepared to do things outside of the box, do things differently, and go after your freedom, go after what truly brings, you know, a sense of passion, adventure, exploration into your life, okay? And for some of you, it definitely involves travel, okay? So clarifying the Knight of Wands, you have the Temperance card in reverse, okay? So more Sag here. And you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is you saying, if I wait for the perfect moment, it will never come, right? The perfect moment never comes. So sometimes you just got to take that leap of faith. Sometimes you just got to put yourself out there and do what it is that you want to do, right? Because if you're waiting for someone else to give you that opportunity, or waiting for someone else to show you or tell you this is how you need to do it, I mean, you're just letting your life pass you by. So I feel like you're realizing that. And you're like, no, it's up to me to take the initiative and go after what it is that I truly want, despite the odds, despite the challenges I may face, despite the even possible backlash you might get from certain people who are still very much locked into that linear way of thinking, right? So this is good. I see you getting more and more impassioned to do what you feel you need to do for yourself. Clarifying the Two of Cups in reverse, you have the Devil in reverse, which is Capricorn energy, and you have the Six of Swords. Excellent. So you see, like it says, peaceful resolution. This is that, you know, clearing out of whatever took place in the past, in the connection, or whatever situation this is also tied to, okay? I do feel like this is, for some of you, a relationship, but this could also be, again, a dynamic with a family member. But I feel like you're both seeing things more clearly now. You're both accepting responsibility for your parts in the situation. And rather than just going in the same circles of blaming and shaming and, you know, fighting, you're both accepting responsibility so you can free yourselves from the situation, make amends, and move things into a more peaceful direction, right? Communicating clearly, authentically, being honest, being objective, right? And just clearing the air overall so that you don't have to keep dealing with these same, you know, these same conflicts essentially, and these same issues that just keep cropping up time and time again. So that's good. Clarifying the Eight of Swords. You have the Four of Pentacles and you have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so this is the thing. I get, like I was saying, you know, this feeling trapped, overthinking things, fearing the worst, you know, not wanting to do something in case, you know, you lose your sense of security or stability. It's like, oh, especially say, for example, you want to travel the world and you're like, yeah, but I don't want to spend, you know, a good chunk of my savings, because what if this happens and what if that happens, and, you know, what if I no longer have my security and stability and blah, blah, blah. Like all your fears coming up. But you know deep down that anything can happen at any given moment. Yes, you have to budget. Yes, you have to be, you know, careful and use your discernment. But if you just constantly give yourself reasons not to go or to do whatever it is you want to do, right? And just feeling like, well, no, I can't do that. I can't do this, right? You're not going to do anything. You're just going to stay exactly where you've always been. There's always an element of risk involved if you want to take a new direction, if you want to try something new, if we want to expand. But if you hoard your energy, if you hoard your resources and you stay stagnant, nothing ever changes. There's no growth there. As you know, there's no growth comes from the comfort zone. And I feel like that's where the inner conflict comes in, because you're aware of this, but there's still that fear of all the things that could go wrong, right? And then clarifying the Ace of Pentacles here, you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. I've had a lot of Aries energy coming up in these readings so far. If you're dealing with an Aries, do check it out, the Aries reading. You have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Lovers. Okay. So that's interesting. This is Gemini energy as well. If you're dealing with a Gemini, do check out the Gemini reading, because I've been getting a lot of similar, like I just feel that the energies are kind of interconnected. I do get that with readings sometimes. So if you have those placements or you're dealing with an Aries or a Gemini, do check out those readings. But yeah, I get a sense that for when it comes to this situation, an opportunity to do things differently, right? I feel like on some levels it's like, you know, you have to make a choice, right? Like I said, this reading is all about choice. Choice. You know you have to make a choice. You have to make it from an intuitive place, right? From using your high level wisdom, high level discernment, right? Not this Eight of Swords energy. But I feel like, I feel like on some levels you hold yourself back from exercising a certain level of freedom or allowing a certain level of freedom in a situation because of fear, because of jealousy, because of maybe even some possessiveness or fears of the worst. You know, as I said, let's get a lot of like, well, what if that goes wrong, or what if that goes wrong? So it could even just be a lack of self-trust, you know, that you don't believe that you can manifest positive situations, results. You don't believe that, you know, you have the ability or power to overcome whatever challenges you face. There could be just simply a lack of confidence here about making a decision, wanting to make sure you make the right decision and that you approach this situation, this golden opportunity for expansion in the right way. So I get for most of you, it's not really about jealousy or possessiveness, though for some of you it can be if it's involving another person. I feel like it's more a case of lacking your own, like lacking belief in your own ability to excel, to overcome, right? To manifest positivity, positive results, positive outcomes. Maybe because of this, again, this perpetual, negative thinking of things always go wrong, things never go right. So if I do this, what about this, and this that can go wrong, right? And maybe that's because that's what you grew up around. People always fearing the worst, not ever excelling at anything because they never put themselves out there to begin with, never did anything differently, always played it safe, right? So you picked up those habits, even though that kind of goes against your nature. You picked up that belief, right? But now you're being asked to break out of that belief and form those that are truly aligned to who you really are, Aquarius. So that's the thing. And then finally clarifying the Fool, you have the Ten of Wands, okay, that's good. The Eight of Pentacles, awesome. And you have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so I see this as you being like, bye. Bye, Felicia. I'm not worried about the naysayers. I'm not worried about what people think about me leaving a situation. I'm just going to do what I feel I need to do that's right by myself. I feel like you're kind of tired of carrying everyone's expectations. I feel like this is not even your expectations, even though there is a bit of that, like I said, like your fears and, assumptions around the worst. But I feel like this is also the expectations that have been put on you by others, or possibly even in this situation, right? Possibly with a family member. And I feel like you're wanting to just work on yourself. You're wanting to really hone your skills, right? Create opportunities for yourself for further growth and expansion, right? Being very diligent about what it is that you want to create for yourself, what kind of life you want to carve out for yourself. And if it means walking away from something or letting go of something, I feel like you're working up the courage, the confidence to do it. So I feel like you will get there, Aquarius. It's just a bit of a process, and that's fine, It's not a race at the end of the day, but I do see you choosing that. Choosing to explore outside the comfort zone and really just kind of step into your own, which is awesome. So I do get a sense that you are breaking out of certain family patterns and ancestral patterns, right? That very much limits you. And you're someone that's not to be limited. You are limitless. I mean, Aquarius you're literally designed to shake things up, to do things in a new and profound way. So of course, feeling like you're being held back is like the worst. So I see you freeing yourself and freeing, possibly a connection or, certain things that keep you stuck within a connection. So there's more freedom, there's more flow, there's more trust, there's more understanding, there's more inner peace, right? So hopefully that helps. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Don't forget the notifications bell. And honestly, you just need to have more trust in self. Okay? So send you guys lots of love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.